what's up? I'm walking in the neighborhood this morning. A quick and unpopular opinion that you guys aren't gonna like, but the power of leaving. The power of pick yourself up and leave. Now, I don't mean just small towns. I don't mean just your family situation and toxic environment. I mean just any situation. So you're gonna see the thumbnail. You're gonna see an older couple who are at a store, and apparently they accused the husband of stealing. Well, he's sitting outside waiting because now they've called the police and say, hey, that man threatened me. The man said I stole. I didn't. Y'all, I ain't doing all that. I'm leaving. As simple as that. Like, you keep going in these stores. Y'all keep going in these restaurants where they're talking crazy to you, acting crazy. Leave. The most powerful thing you have is the green dollars in your pocket. Leave. As soon as somebody would have accused me accusing that store, I'd have pushed my cart back and guess what? Left. Now, y'all gonna be like, that's a cop-out, Ericka. Let me just finish. If the grocery store, if you're already, you haven't paid anything, you left, there's no reason to stay there. I'm not waiting for the cops to come. I'm not waiting for any of that. I'm leaving. I'm getting in my car and I'm rolling off. If they want to talk to me, they can call me at my house. Okay? Now, why am I saying this? Because them staying, them waiting, I'm gonna demand an apology, resulted in the police officers coming. One was calm, one was not calm. Immediately throwing brother in the handcuffs. The young guy is immediately throwing this guy's wife who has cancer on the ground. All this dramatics when he simply could have talked to them. Now listen, I'm gonna sue the store, I'm gonna sue the police officer, I'm gonna sue everybody. But the problem is, once you hit the parking lot, with most grocery stores, that is whoever owns the land. You're not suing the grocery store. The grocery store is usually leasing the land. So you're already lost there on the lawsuit to the store, unless you can pinpoint the name, the person, all this other stuff, because it's in the parking lot at this point. Secondly, sue the police department. Now, I can't say what I want to say, but you can resist unlawful arrest. There's over 700 cases in Texas alone of unlawful arrest where a police officer was shot or killed because they were doing an unlawful arrest or kicking in people's doors, and those people are free to this day. Okay, so there's that. Secondly, people are gonna say, Ericka, but you say this, but what about last week when Jeremy Brown punched that lady? She could have left. She could have been quiet. That's the very key point of what I'm talking about. Y'all really think y'all can go out your house on macho He-Man bullshit and say, you better shut up, I'm gonna punch you. Let me tell you something. If another man said that to him, that man would have offed him. This is Chicago. Stop playing. They killed him. Like, so really stop playing. And again, we really disdain black women not kowtowing to us in whatever way. And the best way I can say that is, oh, she should be ladylike and be quiet and demure and nice. And you basically, I'm gonna steal this word from Obsidian. You got fucking park apes. You got park ape, feral black children, feral black men, feral black women out here acting like wow animals, unpredictable animals. And, oh, just be nice and quiet and they won't bother you. Y'all know from high school, elementary, and college, that's not true. They go looking for trouble day and night with a flashlight. Now you're gonna say, well, what does this got to do with the cop, Ericka? When it suits you, when at best, leave. If it's an opportunity to leave and you don't have to continue into some situation, leave. Same thing with that lady. I'm not turning my back on Jeremy Brown because, as we've learned, Jeremy Brown has every single year of his life, almost every other year, domestic violence charges, battery charges, assault charges. He assaulted a police officer. Why is this man even out? I'm gonna tell you why he out. That mom and all the women in his family keep paying that bill to get him out. Why does he have twin daughters? Because some woman laid up with him. Probably one of the women he battered. And he's out. So you're dealing with, unfortunately, wild, out of control, emotional man who's violent, wildly out of control. And people say, well, she should just act nice and womanly and be quiet and just turn her back and let her walk with the back of her back to this man. Now, for me, I'm not going to a restaurant at 11 o'clock that look like that. The most sketchy thing I do at night is if I'm in North Carolina, I go to cookout. But other than that, I'm leaving. You yelling, carrying on, I'm leaving. If it's somewhere I got to get up and get out of my car at 11 o'clock at night, I'm not going. just in general, on principle, I'm not going because it just ain't that good. Again, that's that whole, I'm gonna leave. And a lot of you have to start respecting your time. The other day, Sheetz did a $1.77 thing for gas. I mean, lines were wrapped around the building. I was like, you don't value your time. If you valued your time, you wouldn't be out here, just out here desperately waiting for gas for 2 hours. It's insane. I wouldn't do it, but I understand people don't value their time, so they'll do it. They'll sit out there waiting for, I guess, a $30 tank fill up for gas for hours. It doesn't matter how long, just for hours. So in my mind, I go, most people don't value their time. Most people don't understand the power of your time, and I'm not going to sit here and argue with no grocery store clerk. I'm not going to sit here while my wife has cancer and you're going to talk to me and you're going to apologize to me. I'm not doing it. Do I think those officers should be lit up? Oh, of course. Is that something you can't say out loud? Of course. But at the same time, we're moving towards, in America, unfortunately, there's not going to be a lot of sympathy for people who decide, I'm going to put my hands on you. I'm going to talk to you outrageous. I'm going to do crazy stuff. We're in a season right now in America. I think tensions are very high since COVID, but we're just not playing with people. We're just not playing with people. We're not playing with you putting your hands on people. Then none of that's going to go. And more often than not, because we don't value our time and we don't see, like, you know, our life can be in danger at any moment. And this is why when I took self-defense training classes and gun training classes, it's very clear on what happens if you get prosecuted. If you had an opportunity to leave and you did not, this is where they get you, right? Yeah, you got a right to carry. Yeah, you get this constitutional right. You got a right to do whatever you want in this country. But if the opportunity presented for you to leave and you did not, this is what gets people. So I just want you to be careful on that, because a lot of people are going to get hemmed up on not taking an opportunity to value their life, their time, and their money by leaving situations. And you can apply this a million ways. Real estate, business, everything. You guys have a good morning. I'm gonna go finish my I think almost 3 mile walk at this point. We're gonna get around the bend. You guys have a great day. Leave me your comments below.